How's it going, Boys and Girls Club? This is Mr. Zane. Today I'm going to be doing a science experiment. It is called the water bender. It is based off of, Avatar, The Last Airbender. So this science experiment in particular is a little inspired from that and the ability to move water. And I'm very excited about it. I'm a little nervous just to see if it will work because, as a lot of y'all know, through our science experiments, there are times where, we have one result in our head that's going to happen, and sometimes it does not. You're going to need a dry plastic cone. You need an indoor faucet of some sort. We need a head full of clean, dry hair. So I have currently washed my hair pretty recently, and we're going to need tissues. So if you don't have tissues, I am going to, use a different type of variable in the science experiment, and I'm going to use just toilet paper. I'm hoping that it can work with that as well as our faucet, but we're going to have to, make our hypothesis and make sure, kind of see if we're going to actually get that result that we want. So today we're going to actually be studying static electricity and its effect on water, kind of challenging y'all to think back to a time that you have seen static electricity work. Maybe you had recently touched metal, some type of, object, and then you maybe touched one of your buddies and then they got shocked. A lot of people don't understand quite how that works. So it is my goal today to kind of explain static electricity as it relates to water, and hope that y'all can kind of understand this a little bit more. So when you brush a comb through your hair several times, you are building up static electricity. Your hair, has tiny parts. It has tiny atoms inside of them called electrons. So it starts to collect on the comb. So when I'm brushing, I am getting all these electrons and I'm building static electricity onto this comb. And these electrons have a negative charge. And negative charges, much, opposites attract. So negative electrons are very attracted to positive protons. So when we have this negatively charged comb and we continue to brush our hair, as I said, we're building up those electrons. And then when we move it closer to a faucet or, something, with water, there's a positive force in water. So we can essentially place our comb next to the faucet, and we're going to kind of see those electrons and protons want to come together. They really want to attract. They really want to get close to one another. And that is how we're going to hopefully see our water bending experiment. And very similar with our paper towels or our tissue paper or our toilet paper, they are positively attracted to our negatively attracted comb. So that is a little bit of the science behind it. I hope that, we have a successful science experiment today. I want everyone to go ahead and make a hypothesis. So you're going to go ahead and predict what you think will happen. Do you think Mr. Zane will be successful in getting that, this paper towel to move with the comb? Do you think that we will actually be able to bend water? And if we're not able to, why? Why weren't we able to? Did we not use a dry enough comb? Was Mr. Zane's hair not as clean as, he suggested? Was our water, the pressure a little too much or a little too, little of pressure to actually move? These are a lot of the questions that we need to be asking because we are scientists and we need to ask these questions, these critical questions, so that if we ran another trial or if we continued, trying to figure out what went wrong, what, what variables we need to change moving forward to be successful. We are going to move towards a faucet, and I'm going to show y'all firsthand on whether or not the science experiment works. So stick with me, and I'm super excited. So let's check it out. So like I said, we're going to try to get a very low stream. Now we have our comb, and we're going to brush it through our hair a couple times. And you're going to want to do this for a good 30 seconds. We're going to get them all attracted to this comb. All right. And let's try to pick up the stream a little bit more. Not having very much success, although the water I can see is coming out of its stream a little bit towards the comb. Okay, y'all, so I'm not sure how well you were able to actually see some of that water stream come out of its, vertical path. We didn't get that much of the, bending that I actually had expected. So that's why you have to rely back on those questions as to, why didn't it bend quite like we wanted to? Was the comb not the right material? Was my hair not quite getting those electrons going? Was the static electricity not enough? So now moving forward, we're going to go ahead and we're going to try one more time with this paper towel. So I'm just going to see if I hold it, if it'll move at all towards, and I don't have a fan on or anything, y'all. So we do have a little bit of movement, but not what we're expecting. And that's okay. As I said, sometimes science experiments, we don't get those results that we necessarily want. That's why we are scientists. That's why we make hypotheses. That's why we, try to change the variables. That's why we have a control, these different independent variables, these dependent variables, things of that nature. So as I said, guys, we had a little bit of success with the water stream, not very much at all with our tissue paper, although this might need to be a little bit more thin. So I'm very happy that y'all stuck around, regardless of the final product. I hope that y'all can try this at home and have a little bit more success. Maybe you use different materials. Please feel free to take pictures or post videos on any of your social media platforms and using the hashtag BGC at home, so we are able to locate all of this source material and make sure that we know that y'all are having fun and staying engaged with what we're putting out. I hope y'all have a fantastic rest of your day, a great week, and I look forward to seeing y'all next time and seeing what other activities that we can bring to y'all. Thank you so much. Peace.